New York. I'm uncertain of what year this is. My mom got it for me for Christmas. I think it was during Thanksgiving, we were hanging out and sitting on the couch. And she was like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, well, and I don't really ask for anything. And she asked me, so I was like, well, I'm into photogravures now, so you could get me a photogravure book. I was like, try antique stores. And she's like, well, what is that? And she didn't even know what it was, which is okay. You see, it says J.P. Morgan right there. This is Broad Street Stock Exchange. I'm going to get this magnifying glass working. But this is what I do. I'll get a magnifying glass and I'll look at this stuff. It's just so interesting. And you can only do it for so long, it'll hurt your eyes. But so I told her what photogravure books were, and she seemed interested. And I was like, well, you can go to like local antique places, antique shops, and see if you can find them. And then I told her about how some of them are on eBay. And so she got me this one. And I think this one was at least $50 or $100. So I was surprised that she got it for me. And me and my mom have a unique relationship to where we always get one another something unique and special. Not even for Christmas every year, but just throughout our life. We've always done special gifts for one another, and it's really nice. And she said when she received the item, she started looking through the book, and she's like, wow, it's really, really neat. And so she's like, I can see why you like these. And they are, I mean, look at that image right there. Amazing. And you might be able to date it with whatever vehicles are there. I mean, there's still horse and buggy down there. If I remember right, I know in one of the pictures there are. I can't really tell that much in this one. Those look like motor cars. I think you can call them that. This one is so neat. I looked at this earlier, browsing through it. Look at this playground. This is a park. And I was looking at the swing sets, and those are some serious swing sets down there. I mean, they're really, really long. And I think they're one on one side and one on the other side. And that's just an amazing, I don't think that magnifying glass is doing any difference. But what is this? What is that? On a side note of building structures, if you look, we'll look at this cathedral and that. So the New Jerusalem in the Bible, I believe it's Revelation 21, that comes out of God, comes down from God out of heaven, the city. And when it talks about it, it says there's 3 gates, or 4 gates. No, there's 3 gates on each side. So that would mean, oops, wrong way. That would mean 3 entrances on each side of the structure, the city that comes down from God out of heaven, the New Jerusalem. This one's pretty neat. This is St. Patrick's Cathedral there. Did I skip over? No, I think it's on the next page. It shows you a really big picture of this cathedral. I think there's like some guy just kind of standing back there. I think that's a person. Maybe it's not. No. Yeah, that's not a person. Sorry. But look at Look at the motor car. And then this is the one I was talking about where there's horses. 5th Avenue, Hotel St. Regis. That is an old motor car. I don't even think it has a steering wheel. I think it has that lever where you can turn it. But look at how clean the street is. It's like white. I don't know what the street's made out of there. It doesn't really show. This is it right here. This cathedral. And what I've been noticing as I look at these stone structures, whether it be a university campus or a cathedral, is at the top of them, when they're cubed, they're squared with 4 sides, you see 3 arches on the top of them. That's what I've been noticing, and I'm like, wow, that's interesting, because New Jerusalem's like that. So there's something significant about these arches. One thing I really miss or would like to see in these is facial expressions of people. I mean, you see people, but you don't really see people. Bethsaida, Fountain and Terrace. And this is a general. And this one is really neat. Massive, beautiful stonework. You know, one thing that is really hard to find is photographs of them building these. That's what I really love to find, is genuine photos of them constructing this stuff. And that's the end. There's nothing on the back, and that is the front picture. New York.